Hello, 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 incredible ones. Darnyelle Jervey here. Excited to be live with this little impromptu 2017 Walk It Out Wednesday with Darnyelle. When I first started my business back in 2008, I started Walk It Out Wednesday. And Walk It Out Wednesday is the day that you don't get over the hump. It's the day that you walk into your incredibleness. So thank you for joining me. I see you guys are coming in. If you're here, say hello, send me some love, share this on your pages, share this with everyone you know. Get them on here because I am about to drop some serious knowledge. Y'all know if I have anything to say and I get an opportunity to say it, it's going to add value. It's going to offer transformation and take you to the next level. Hey, Mike, I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for being here. So my goal is to, on Wednesdays, Wednesday is the day that my Incredible Factor easing goes out. Wednesday is the day that you don't get over the hump. You actually walk into your incredible. So my goal is that on Wednesdays, hey Ken, hey Juanita, I'm happy you're here, to just come at you live with some training, with some insight and things that you can do to position yourself to grow your business, period. So if you're excited about that and you're happy you're here, go ahead and share it with your peeps out in Facebook land while I start getting started. So let me just start by sharing a little bit about me for those of you who don't know me. So I am the CEO of Incredible One Enterprises. We are a business optimization consulting firm, and we work with entrepreneurs that desire to advance. They want to accelerate who they are, and they want to grow their businesses, period. We look at a little something I like to call the 5 pillars of business optimization, and we help you to enact strategy and systems around those 5 pillars in order to watch the needle move in your business. Today, however, I am here to talk to you about the moment when you realize that sitting behind someone else's desk was not for you. That's what I want to talk to you about today. The moment that you realize that sitting behind someone else's desk was not for you. So let me just give you the quick and dirty on my professional career. So my career started in corporate America. I used to work for a company that doesn't exist today, MBNA America. And there was a time when I thought that if you would have cut me, I would bleed green. That's how serious I was about my career and my job. Until December the 17th, 2004. December the 17th, 2004. Do you know where you were on December the 17th, 2004? I want you to ask yourself that question real fast. I know where I was. Hi, Sharon. I'm happy you're here. I was getting up in the morning like I normally do, going through my devotions and getting ready for another day in the office. It was my last day of work. I was going to have 2 weeks off. I always took the last 2 weeks of the year off. So I was going to have 2 weeks off, and I was going to enjoy the rest of 2004 and get ready for 2005. As I drove towards the office, this is when the shift started to happen, right? And if you have ever experienced such a shift, then you know what the shift is about, right? So I'm driving towards the office. I get to the parking lot and I started to get the knots in the pit of my stomach, right? So if you've ever had this moment and you got a knot in the pit of your stomach, put a little comment for me. Tell me, you know what, Darnyelle, I know how you feel. I know what you're going through. I have had the same exact thing. So I'm literally moments from getting to work. Hi, Tawana. Moments from getting to work, the knot in the pit of my stomach starts. I ignore it because I got work to do, right? It's a work day. It's December the 17th, 2004. It's my last day of the year, and I got goals. I got things I need to do to finish out my year strong. And I walk into the building. Now, this building used to give me such life and such energy. I used to love it. I used to love going to work every single day. But on December the 17th, 2004, I was not getting life as I walked into the building. What I was getting was nausea, quite honestly. it was almost like, you ever watched a movie, and as you're watching the movie, you notice that something really climatic is about to happen because you hear the music change? Well, I'm like walking into the building and I hear, teeing up in my mind, I hear DMX. This is what I describe as the DMX moment, right? It's December 17, 2004. I'm going to work, last day of the year, walk in, not feeling warm and fuzzy. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I keep walking towards my office. And by the time I get to my office, it had happened. I'd experienced the shift. I realized that that was my last day sitting behind someone else's desk. December the 17th, 2004. That was my last day sitting behind someone else's desk. So for those of you who are entrepreneurs that have already stopped sitting behind someone else's desk, do me a favor and in the comments, put the date that you stopped sitting behind someone else's desk. If you are an entrepreneur, but you still have your full-time job, but you know that sitting behind someone else's desk is not what God has for you, it's not what you were created to be and do, I want you to put the date that you want to stop sitting behind someone else's desk. Now, let me keep it real with you. I am not suggesting that you do what I did as I continue my story and share with you what I did. So I decided on December the 17th, 2004, that was my last day, and I submitted my letter of resignation. Now, my boss was a great boss, and despite the fact that I didn't want to be there, my boss knew what was coming down the pike, and so she told me to just come back. She did not accept my letter of resignation. She told me to come back into the new year, and I did. I obliged her, and I came back because the company I was working for announced severance. So I was offered an option to sever from the company and to still be paid to pursue my belief that I was created for something greater. I see that, Juanita, March 31st, 2019. I'm standing in agreement with you that will be the last day you sit behind someone else's desk. So if you are still sitting behind someone else's desk, again, what this video is not about is telling you to quit your job. No, you don't knock one hustle, as my dad used to say, until your next hustle is up and running. So that is not what this is about. But what this is about is realizing that once you know that you were not created to sit behind someone else's desk. Hey, Dakisha, make sure you share. For those of you who are just joining us, share with people that I'm live right now and I'm dropping some serious knowledge about who you are and knowing that you were not created to sit behind someone else's desk, right? So once you know that you are not created to sit behind someone else's desk, you've got to get into action, right? You've got to start making some different decisions and doing some things differently in order to produce a different result, right? What you can't do is keep sitting behind that desk, but be pissed off and be frustrated and speaking about that being pissed off and being frustrated every chance you get. What has to happen is that you need to make a decision. Say decision, type decision. Say, I need to make a decision. Type that in the comments. You need to make a decision, and then you need to take actions in the direction of the decision that you are making if you know that you are not created to sit behind someone else's desk. What I don't want you to do is what I did and just quit your job and hope that you figure it all out. I'm happy to tell you that I landed on my feet, but I would never advise anybody who has a full-time job to just roll out of their job without a clear plan and validation that the plan that they have is going to create revenue for them. Because if that happens, you're going to be like the statistics. There are 22 million non-employer entities, or solopreneurs as we call them in the marketplace, out there that probably decided that sitting behind someone else's desk was no longer for them. And so they quit their jobs, and they are now 89.19% of them are not yielding enough money to sustain a living. They're probably making way less than they made when they had a job. And that's not what entrepreneurship was created for. That's not why God wants you to be an entrepreneur if it is in your heart and you believe that entrepreneurship is the call that has been put on your life for you to offer transformation into the lives of others. But there's a couple of things that, if we're going to talk about God, and I know that this is what God told me to do, there's something about being wise in the decisions that you make, right? And Ken is funny. We don't have no jobs over here at Incredible One Enterprises, Ken. But anyway, so it's not enough to just decide that you want it. You got to create a plan and you got to take action. So I'm talking to those of you right now who are at that crossroad. You're frustrated because you don't want to go to your job every single day, but you haven't yet produced enough in your business to stop going to your job every single day, right? So for those of you who are out there who fall into that category, I want you to listen very close to what I have to say to you, because what you do at this particular point will govern everything for you. And it is all about alignment and being in alignment. So somebody comment for me, alignment. If you desire to leave the desk that you are currently sitting behind and go sit behind someone else's desk, or I'm sorry, no longer sit behind someone else's desk and sit behind your own desk, then you are going to have to, number one, decide. You're going to have to make a concrete decision, because once you decide, all of the universe, not a portion of it, not the part that is right here with me in the Delaware Technology Park in Newark, Delaware, not the part that might be with you wherever you are right now, but all of the universe, all of God's abundant universe will rise up to give you what you decide. But you, Incredible One, are going to have to take some distinct actions, because not only did James tell you, but I'm here to tell you that faith without works is dead. You're going to have to give God something to bless if you want to see something different happen in your life because of your business. If you desire to stop sitting behind someone else's desk and create your own desk, building your own business, supporting your own family and your community through the efforts of the work that you do for those that you serve, you're going to have to decide and take action. So first thing is decide. Somebody put decide. I think I saw that Ken put decide in the comments for me earlier. Somebody else put decide. I'm going to decide. So if you are going to make a decision that sitting behind someone else's desk is not what God has for you, type in the comments, I am going to decide. Okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing, if you have decided that sitting behind someone else's desk is not what God has for you, then you're going to need to take a distinct set of actions in order to produce the results of the decision that you made. So while the universe will rise up to give you what you decided, there is a role that you play in ensuring that this abundant universe rises up to meet you in entrepreneurship, and successful entrepreneurship at that, right? So until you realize that the decision is only the starting point, and from the point of the decision, the actions that you take are going to lead you to the results that you receive. Until you realize that, you'll flounder in your business like I did. So I made the decision December 17, 2004, right? That's what I've been talking about all day. And in deciding, I stepped out. I stepped out on faith. And I said, I'm going to trust God. Hi, Inquinet. I'm going to trust God, and I'm going to believe that this is what he has for me. And in taking this decision and making the decision to step out on faith, I decided that I was going to start my entrepreneurship journey through Mary Kay Cosmetics, right? So if you know me at all and have known me, then you know that I used to have a pink Cadillac. I actually had a couple of pink Cadillacs in Mary Kay, and I was, at the top of the state and had an amazing unit and all of that good stuff. And it was a great journey. But guess what, guys? I traded one desk for another desk. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who believe in direct selling organizations and multi-level marketing and all of that. And this is no disrespect to them. But working in a direct selling company, working in multi-level marketing is still sitting behind someone else's desk. You will not be paid what you deserve to be paid if someone else has to write the check. Can somebody comment that for me? You will not be paid what you deserve to be paid if someone else is writing your check. Okay. When I was in Mary Kay, I was the bee's knees. I had it going on. We were making it rain. And I remember the month that we finished the second pink Cadillac, and I did $120,000 in retail production. It was like a little bit more than 60,000 in wholesale production in 1 month. When I got my paycheck, when I got my commission check for Mary Kay the next month, That check was for approximately $15,000. Now, don't get me wrong, I was grateful for the $15,000, but had I taken that same level of action and applied it to my own thing, I would have had $120,000 as a result of the work that we did that month. So in my direct selling company, I was just still sitting behind someone else's desk, right? Again, no disrespect. If that's the route that you're on right now, I'm just going to encourage you to think through what might be possible if you get from behind the crutch of someone else's desk and learn what it's going to take in order to build your own business. Build a business on your terms. Build a business that serves you. I want to thank those of you who are just tuning in. Show me some love. Go ahead and share this with your friends and your fans and your followers. Let them know that Darnyelle A. Jervey is dropping some knowledge about sitting behind someone else's desk and what that means and could mean and might mean to your journey if you desire to build your own business. And you see entrepreneurship is really the way that you were created to serve this world, right? So if you see having your own business as like that lead moniker up in the sky of how you're really going to make an impact on the world, then you're going to have to make a decision and take specific actions in order to yield the result that you're wanting so that you can build a business that serves you. So I started on this journey, Mary Kay Cosmetics was doing well, but I traded one desk for another until I decided, decide again, there's that dang it blasted word, till I decided that it was time for me to really play this game as big as I could play it. And so I started my company, Incredible One Enterprises. And, in the early iterations of Incredible One Enterprises, we were whack. We were like, if you remember from Good Times, the episodes with Lene, who had Plane. So I want you to imagine inside of my jacket, I got watches and toothbrushes. And then over here, I got candlesticks. I was trying to be all things to all people when I first started my business. And the result was I was part of that 89.19%. Our first year in business, we made like $25,000. Whereas when I worked in corporate America, I made like $100,000. So we were struggling. Even in my Mary Kay business, I was making $15,000 a month. So I started this business. I'm sitting behind my own desk, but I'm not yielding the results that I want. Can anybody identify with where I am right now? Anybody been there, experiencing it right now? If so, just show me a little bit of love in your comments. And so I had to figure out how to do some things differently. And the whole reason why I decided to have this conversation with you and talk to you about sitting behind your own desk and building your own business is because of the work that I get to do today. So today, I get to work directly with entrepreneurs and business owners who are advancing. So no matter where they are in this moment, they know that they're supposed to be in a different place. And through working directly with me, they get to a different place. Right? So if you're sitting behind someone else's desk and you want to be sitting behind your own desk, but the numbers aren't adding up, right? Or you're sitting behind your own desk and you're thinking about going to sit back behind someone else's desk because you haven't figured this big business thing out, then I want you to consider the possibility of connecting with me in a different way. So I'm gearing up in the month of March. I'm going to be going on tour. I'm going to be going to Dallas, to Atlanta, to Charlotte. Somebody put hashtag Dallas, hashtag Atlanta, hashtag Charlotte, hashtag, I'm going to do one here in Newark, Delaware, hashtag Chicago, hashtag Washington, D.C. I'm going to be going to these 6 cities in the month of March. We did Long Beach, California in January. Because for those of you who have decided that you want to sit behind your own desk and you want to build a business that serves you, and I'm talking about being served fully, financially and spiritually. I do believe that businesses that have a spiritual foundation go farther, faster. And during my Grow Your Business Tour, which is happening this March, March 2nd is Dallas, March the 14th is Atlanta. March the 16th is Charlotte. March the 21st is Newark, Delaware. March the 28th is Chicago, Illinois. March 30th is Washington, D.C. I'm going to be having a conversation about making the desk that you sit behind a little bit bigger for you. I mean, expanding your checking account, right? Could anybody get excited about having a little bit more money in the bank? How about having more money than you know what to do with? How about having what I like to call because I can money? Because I can money is money that you have and you can use on anything you want because you can. That's what I'm talking about. If you can get excited about because I can money, show me a little bit of love, right? And share this video with people that are out there who might be desiring to sit behind their own desk and build a business that gives them because I can money, right? So I just this past December, I bought myself, well, actually my company bought me a brand new car. Brand new 2016 car because we could, because my business could, because I can, because I'm sitting behind my own desk and I've learned how to grow my business. I've learned how to do what I need to do consistently so that others will invest in themselves through me and my body of work. And if you are wanting to learn how to grow your business consistently, how to stop sitting behind a desk that isn't serving you and start sitting behind a desk that gives you life, then you want to join me on tour. You want to join me during the Grow Your Biz Tour. Somebody could put the growyourbiztour.com, thegrowyourbiztour.com is where you can go, thegrowyourbiztour.com. And one of the things that we're doing this week is we are, if you join me in Dallas, Atlanta, Charlotte, Newark, Delaware, Chicago, or DC, and you get your ticket this week. The investment is $49 on purpose. I promise you what I'm going to teach you, it's going to be worth a whole lot more than $49. That's just because, you know what, I believe that you have to have skin in the game, and you have to demonstrate to God and demonstrate to yourself and demonstrate to your business that you are willing to make an investment in yourself to get access to what you don't yet have in order to go to a different place. So you're sitting behind someone else's desk, or you're sitting behind your desk and nothing's happening. It's crickets. You can hear crickets. Hey, Angel. You can hear crickets. You're not excited. Things are not moving the way you want them to move, and you want things to be moving a little bit differently. Then you might want to invest $49 and come and hang out with me at one of my stops in Dallas, Atlanta, Charlotte, Newark, Delaware, Chicago, DC, so that you can get access to the formula that I'm teaching. Now listen, normally this is only taught to my Incredible Factor University students. I'm letting you behind the veil because I want you to sit behind your own desk. I believe that helping entrepreneurs build businesses that serve them financially and spiritually is what God created me for. I know that like I know my name is Darnyelle Antoinette Jervey. Okay? I know that is what God created me for. And so I wanted to remove all of the barriers that might exist that would keep you from coming to learn how to sit behind your own desk and have more than you thought was possible, more freedom, more money, and more joy, right? And if you know anything about me, then you know I'm not all about the hustle and the grind. I'm not a 24/7 kind of business owner. I'm all about creating systems because systems make success predictable. And if you're going to sit behind your own desk and you're going to build a business that serves you fully, financially, and spiritually, you are going to need systems. So during my Grow Your Business Tour, I'm going to be teaching about systems around the 5 pillars of business optimization: brand messaging, marketing, sales, operations, and talent. And we're going to talk about the hidden pillar, the missing pillar, mindset. Because it's all going to start when you get into alignment. Somebody type alignment in the comments for me. Because it's all about being in alignment. being in alignment with yourself, being in alignment with God, being in alignment with your vision, being in alignment with the clients that you endeavor to serve. It's all about alignment. And when you're out of alignment, you are going to miss opportunities and you will stay sitting behind someone else's desk. But as soon as you make the decision, there's that word decide again, right? As soon as you make the decision and you start taking different actions, like taking the action to join me in the city closest to you for the Grow Your Business Tour in the month of March, you will be able to get into alignment and you'll be able to produce what you want in your business a little bit more gracefully. Could you guys get excited about building your business with grace? Like having a business that serves you so that if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to work, you can take the day off. Could you get excited about that? Like, could you get excited about having clients that are happy to pay you, that are happy to continually invest in themselves through you because you're helping them to experience transformation in your area of brilliance, the brilliance that was placed in you before you were formed in your mother's womb, because God knew you, he approved of you, and he called you prophet because he gave you a message to share with the masses and to use that message in order to usher transformation into your own life and into the lives of others. Could you get excited about having a big old desk, a desk as big as you want it to be because it's yours and you're running it and you're making the decision and you're calling the shots and you're able to be there for everything that's important to you? Especially for those of you who have children. I don't have children yet. I'm going to start working on that soon. But for those of you who have children, being able to be there for what's most important for your children. Right? Being able to give your children something that you didn't get to experience because you learned how to sit behind your own desk. You were able to give up someone else's desk for your own, and in so doing, you were able to create a business that serves you fully. That's what I'm going to be talking about at the Grow Your Business Tour this March. TheGrowYourBizTour.com, TheGrowYourBizTour.com. The investment, yes, it is an investment because the investment will yield you a return. I did a tour stop in Long Beach, right, in the month of January, and I was doing some check-in calls earlier this week, and I talked with one of the people that was in Long Beach about what they experienced in Long Beach. Do you know that they already went on to apply what I shared with them, and they've closed 3 new clients for a total of $5,000 in new revenue in their business following a $49 investment? What? Who does that? Where does that happen? It happens when you hang out with me. So if you are tired of sitting behind someone else's desk, or you have decided that you want to sit behind your own desk like I did on December the 17th, 2004, then I need you to come and hang out with me. I need you to come sit in a seat at the Grow Your Business Tour in Dallas on March the 2nd, in Atlanta on March the 14th, in Charlotte on March the 16th, in Delaware on March the 21st, in Chicago on March the 28th, or in DC on March the 30th. So Joy, would this be good for direct sale business owners? So yes, what I'm going to teach you, it definitely will teach you how to grow your direct selling business if that is your desire. I used to be a Mary Kay Pink Cadillac sales director. So in my early days in my business, I worked almost exclusively with direct sales companies, and I helped them to get into their pink Cadillac if they were in Mary Kay. I helped women in Arbonne get into their Mercedes. I helped a couple Pampered Chef people, some Tracy Lynn people, some Leah Sophia people get to the top of their business. But what I'd love to teach you more, Joy, I want you to use your direct selling business as a fundraising opportunity. Let it set you up to build your own business and sit behind your own desk. The one thing I shared earlier that you may have missed, I'm not sure what time you jumped on, is when I left my corporate job, I traded sitting behind somebody else's desk for sitting behind another desk. And that desk for me was Mary Kay. Because in my Mary Kay business, although I was doing very well, I was, at one point I was #1 in my national area and the pink Cadillac and all of that. I was still only going to be paid what Mary Kay deemed my efforts to be worth versus being able to determine what I would be worth in the marketplace today. And so, yes, the short answer to your question is yes, absolutely. If you learn how to, based on the parameters, what direct selling company are you with? Put that in the comments for me because that'll help me to kind of guide continuing to answer your question. depending upon the parameters that are in place with the direct selling company that you have and what you can do around messaging and some of the marketing efforts that you can employ will determine how you'll set your systems up so that you can get the results that you want. But having been in Mary Kay, having developed a system around how to get to directorship, how to get to the pink Cadillac, how to build a team, I definitely have insight. And here's what I know. The things you need to do to grow a business are the things you need to do to grow a business. So it doesn't matter what kind of business you have. These are the things that you're going to be able to do to grow a business. Oh, Tyra Beauty. I've only just recently heard about that. Okay. So yeah. So if you come, where are you located? I don't know what city would be closest to you, but I'm also doing business makeovers. So I'm going to make over at least 2 businesses on every single stop. And what I can do to your business in 15 minutes will blow your mind. It's amazing. So what I'm already starting to think about in my head, Joy, is how I can help you to build your makeup artistry business using the Tyra products and create a strategy around how to use both of them to really accelerate your growth path, and helping you to be able to do that so that it works for you and you really do build a business that serves you. Because for me, that's the most important thing. I want you to be served by your business. I think that if we're going to work as hard as we have to work, oh yeah, so come to Delaware, absolutely. If we're going to work as hard as we have to work, especially in the early years of developing our business, we ought to be yielding a big payoff, a big payout. So I would love to be able to have that conversation with you. So once you go to the growyourbiztour.com and register, you'll then be given an option to apply for a business makeover. Make sure you apply for that business makeover. And then the other thing I want to let you guys know, if you register this week to join me, and that's whether you're listening to me live or you're going to listen back to this in the replay, everyone who registers this week, the week of February the 6th through whatever Friday is, the 10th, is going to get my 30-day marketing action plan when you join me in the city. Now, this 30-day marketing action plan will show you how to get 10 new clients. 10 new clients in your business in 30 days. Could anybody get excited about that? So I don't care. I don't even know what your clients charge you. But let's just say your clients, they pay you $150. That's $1,500 in new revenue. If they pay you $500, that's $5,000 in new revenue. If they pay you $1,000, that is $10,000 in new revenue. The 30-day marketing action plan is the bee's knees, and it's my gift when you register to join us for the Grow Your Biz Tour in your city this week, right? So yes. Okay, let me see what you're saying. I retired of teaching. I'm sitting. Yay! Oh my gosh, Angel, I did not know. I'm so excited. I did not know that you weren't teaching anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh, you just made my day. You absolutely just made my day. That is so awesome. Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I'm so excited. I'm like off track. I don't even know what else I was going to say to you. That's like a dropped the mic moment. So I'm so excited for you, Angel. And let me just tell you, you too can sit behind your own desk and you can do it on your own terms and you can make as much money as you want to make. When you sit behind your own desk, the only one who hampers or adds to your success is you. So you can decide. I mean, I've had amazing months. I've had months where I've closed, oh yay, Angel's coming. I've had months when I've closed $500,000. In 3 days, I did 1.3 million. I've had months in my business where I've closed $20,000. It really depends on what you want and who you are and what you decide, right? It's totally up to you. I've had it happen every single way throughout the trajectory of my business. And today I'm sitting on a very solid foundation, sitting behind my own desk. I have people who work with me and support me on the journey to build my business because I made that decision, because I decided I'm going to wrap this thing up. I decided. That was the first thing I shared with you. Then what did I do next? I decided to take action. I took distinct action towards that decision that I made so that I could get the results that I want. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Share this. We want as many people as we can watching this so that they too can make a decision to switch the desk they're sitting behind now for their very own desk, because it is truly possible for you. I've helped this to happen for Thousands of business owners over the last almost 9 years have traded a desk and have built a business that served them. They're making more money, doing the things that they love, and they are really deciding what they're going to do with their time and the contribution they're going to make to the world. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I guess we've been together for about 30 minutes or so. Thank you so much for this Walk It Out Wednesday with Darnyelle. Don't just get over the hump. I want you to walk into your incredibleness. And when you join me on the Grow Your Biz Tour in the city closest to you, then you will get what you need to trade up to your own desk. It has been my pleasure to serve you and have this conversation with you. TheGrowYourBizTour.com, TheGrowYourBizTour.com. Thank you so much. Mwah. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in March in a city near you. Take care.